billions of dollars, billions, every year, billions of dollars, and they contribute nothing. The welfare is like 88%. They contribute nothing. I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you. Okay? Somebody will say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Their country is no good for a reason. Their country stinks, and we don't want them in our country. I could say that about other countries, too. I could say it about other countries, too. We don't want them to hell. We have to rebuild our country. You know, our country's at a tipping point. We could go bad. We're at a tipping point. I don't know if people mind me saying that, but I'm saying it. We could go one way or the other. And we're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. These aren't people that work.
That right there is the president of the United States talking about Somalis. And by the way, it's not Somalians. I don't understand why people say Somalians. It's Somalis. And that's what's happening right now is the president of the United States is talking about Somalis in that way, calling us garbage. For those of you who don't know, my name is Abdi Malik and I am Somali. I am American. And I am baffled that he says something along the line of they contribute nothing to this country, nothing to the economy, nothing really. That shows the level of knowledge that he has about Somalis. Not just Somalis. I really think he's so knowledgeable about a lot of different cultures, different people in the United States that are playing a major role in making the economy of the United States keep going. Okay? Somalis are known to be entrepreneur individuals that contribute to wherever they are in the world, whatever country they are. They're always looking to start businesses and ways to provide for their families. That can be said for many other different cultures. But to him, if he doesn't like one individual from that country or from that religion, he literally labels the whole religion, all those people that are from that part of the world or that part from that culture, bad. To him, in his eyes and his views it as something that's horrible, people that should not be in this country and stuff like that. So since he made these comments, a lot has been happening, specifically in Minnesota, Minneapolis, and the ICE individuals have been going there, raiding different complexes and different businesses and going after organizations and stuff like that. And not only that, there's also been, on top of this, there's also been investigations that are being done in terms of fraud being committed by Somalis who live in that state. Some of you might already be aware that during COVID time, there was this huge bill that was passed in hopes of not just helping individuals and families and stuff, but to help businesses and organizations that were playing a major role in providing certain resources. And come to find out, there are bad apples that have used that money in a way that they shouldn't really. A lot of businesses and organizations claimed that they provided services to families and Americans in a way that was supposed to be helping the individuals that live in that community, that live in that state. But lo and behold, it was found that certain organizations did not do what they actually said that they did. And that is another thing that is being attached to this. Here's a clip that pretty much summarizes what Trump said in a comedic way. This clip is from The Daily Show. So let's check this one out.
The policy change that Trump is making in the aftermath of the terrible National Guard shooting in D.C., that horrible act was done by one individual who happened to be part of a larger group of Afghans who were brought here because they risked their lives helping the United States during our invasion of Afghanistan. Which, of course, means
we know that Afghan national is the suspected shooter of these National Guardsmen.
The people that shouldn't be in our country, that's right.
So you announced that asylum.
And that includes Somalians and it includes plenty of others.
Did you just Somalia, Afghanistan?
He basically threw us in there like, what? From nowhere. This is the thing. Like, oh my days.
Because of this one Afghan, all Afghans are suspect, and also Somalians. He did to Somalia and Afghanistan exactly what he did to the reporters on the plane. You're banned from this country because of one terrible thing that one of you people did. You too! What? If you're wondering what Somalians had to do with the Afghan shooter.
It's Somalis, not Somalians. Like, come on. The Daily Show.
Yeah.
What do the Somalians have to do with this Afghan guy who shot the national?
Nothing, but Somalians have caused a lot of trouble.
They had nothing to do with it. Just reminded me that there are other groups I also don't like.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
I don't see color. I just hate all of it. So our entire immigration system is now going to be based around the principle that if even one person from your ethnic or religious group up, you all got to go.
Pretty much. That's literally what this is, like, straight up. And also, to go back to the point about committing fraud during the COVID times, come to find out, not only Somalis, but there's a lot of other businesses and organizations that are run by white Americans who committed fraud at a level twice, 3 times more than what's been claimed that is being committed by Somalis in that state. And come to find out, Trump just recently pardoned, or like literally pardoned, an individual who committed fraud using the funds that were given to that state for help people in that state, for using it in the wrong way. But guess what? Nope, that's not a problem. He's white, so he gets to just walk away from it. Okay, that is what's happening. Check this clip out. Check this clip out.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, but look, I don't think those are the same. I don't think those are the same thing. There are 59 people who have committed fraud. Mm-hmm. There has been a lot of fraud in these pandemic era programs. Mm-hmm. 3,500 defendants charged, billions of dollars. Mm-hmm. Donald Trump, literally in the last week, has pardoned or he commuted the sentence of a American fraudster, $1.7 billion worth of fraud.
1.7 billion. Like, can you fathom that? That's insane.
So people who has pardoned or he commuted the sentence of a American fraudster, $1.7 billion worth of fraud. So people who are white are defrauding folks. People who are black are defrauding folks.
Convicted of scheme targeting pension funds and a Native American tribal entity. 60 million in oh my days, fraudulent and forfeiture and prostitution. That is insane. And then Trevor Milton lied to shareholders about his electric truck company, Nikola, 660 million back to, oh my days. Defrauded investors in his digital media company, Aussie Media, 97 million in penalties. Wild numbers. Wild numbers.
Who are white are defrauding folks. People who are black are defrauding folks. Americans, Somali Americans. Why is it that suddenly all Somali Americans don't deserve to be here because of individuals who committed crimes?
That's the question. That's the $1 million question right now. Like, why? And honestly, I feel like all this stemmed from his hate against Ilhan Omar. Okay? Trump hates, like strongly hates this woman. Okay? Because of his hate, he's gone after all Somalis. And also, since she is from like lives in or is from Minnesota, Minneapolis, and that's a place that's known to have a large population of Somalis. He's gone after them, okay? And the thing is, even before he's said this or about Somalis, the fraud thing, I feel like it's been something that has been investigated to begin with. Because again, if you look into this fraud thing, it's not something that's just limited to Minnesota or Minneapolis or whatever. It's something that was committed, the fraudulent thing that's been committed across the United States. There's so many organizations and businesses that literally did whatever they could to get a huge amount of money during COVID, saying they did things that they did not do. Okay, this is not something specific to Somalis, but right now the spotlight is on Somalis in a negative way. So everything is being magnified and just made to look that much worse, when the data and everything else also points out there's so many other American people, white American people, who committed the fraud. And this is just the larger ones. I'm pretty sure there's like a fraudulent thing that's been done by white Americans at just a smaller level. Okay, this is not even to point fingers at one another. It's just to make it seem clear, like it's not something that's specific to Somalis, but it's being used against Somalis. And also to get back to our point about Somalis not contributing anything to the economy and stuff like that. They do nothing for us Americans and like for the country. That's just not true. Somalis who live in Minnesota are part of the larger economy. They have like the Mall of America. There's a large amount of Somali businesses there, not only there, but across the state. And this is a clip that I want to share with you guys, that when ICE went into the, the mall, and a lot of people were shocked and just caused chaos. Okay, let's watch this. The lady speaks in Somali, but I will explain it to you guys what exactly she's saying and what's really going on. Okay, so let's check this one out. So this next clip that I'm going to be showing you, it's from a guy named Liban Show. He speaks in Somali. He's reporting on what's going on there since this thing started, basically. And he goes to a well-known Somali mall where once this happened, the mall was completely empty, like literally empty. It used to be very busy on a daily basis. All of these shops that you're seeing are owned by Somalis. Like I said, Somalis are known to start their own business and they're very entrepreneur individuals. So for him to say that they don't contribute anything to it is just mind-boggling to me. Okay, and this, instead of helping, this is going to be impacting the economy over there, because these are individuals that have to pay monthly rent to this place. And then on top of that, there's going to be tax on that. And it's just going to have a ripple effect on it. As you can see, this is during the daytime and all the shops are closed. There's no traffic, nothing happening over there. And it's just going to have an impact where the individuals are not going to be able to pay their rent. And later on in this video, this brother interviews shop owners, and they explain that this is hurting them. This is hurting their business. And some of them share that they not only have a business, but they also work during the daytime and have other jobs that they go to. And on top of that, trying to run this. And if this continues, people don't come out of their house because they're afraid of being stopped by ICE or being harassed by ICE. It's going to have a ripple effect, and it's going to just cause more harm. Okay, and even another thing that was talked about is that how not just individuals who might be in the country illegally or who might be in the country with a valid visa or have green card, but people that have their passport that are U.S. citizens are also afraid of coming out of the house, because ICE is not going to know who you are. They're just going to assume, oh, she's a Somali person. She's wearing a hijab, or he looks like a Somali. He looks like he's a black person or whatever. He's from Africa, whatever. Just stop him. Like, who wants to be like violated like that? Okay, it's just a horrible time to live in right now because of what's going on over there. And some people shared that they now have to carry their passport around. Can you imagine having to carry your passport around just to avoid being stopped and being harassed by ICE? Because if they stop you and you just tell them you're a citizen, they're not going to believe you. Obviously not going to believe you. And for you to not just have to carry your ID, but on top of that to carry your passport is just something that I can't imagine. I'm really curious of how people think of what people think about this. Imagine if, of course, if you're not a Somali person, whatever culture you are, whatever background, whatever it is, imagine the president saying something like this, calling your home country garbage place or hell place or whatever he said, and ICE all of a sudden attacking and coming after you. And the thing with Somalis is there's double layers. Like Trump was already coming and ICE was already coming for Muslims and stuff like that in Texas, and things are going horrible over there as well for Muslims. 99% of the Somalis are Muslims. So it's like there's no, it's like you're a Muslim, you're a Somali person, you're a black person. It's just everything is triple layered against you. So we'll see how things end. But right now, it's not looking good for a lot of people, And it's not just in Minnesota, like literally every part of this, the United States, Somalis are being attacked. Somalis are being targeted. Muslims are being targeted. Everybody's being targeted. No one is missing anything. Like, he's coming for everybody. So anyways, I would love to hear what you guys think about this whole situation. Put it in a comment, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I think it's time that we talked about these type of things. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace out.
I look up to the best of the men, and I'm working on the test to the end, by following the message he sent, and try turning these lessons into action. And oh, I pray for the day that I see you in my dreams. Rahmatul lil Alameen, for all humanity.